Good morning. I'm just going to do a quick video here of this Protest One suffrage parade. So if you guys need me to explain any of it, we can discuss it now. So I'm just going to scroll through here. I have this PDF open. So the suffrage parade started on March 3rd, 1913 in Washington, D.C. That's going to be just days before President Wilson is inaugurated. Originally, President Wilson was not for women's suffrage, but then changes his mind and becomes an advocate of women's suffrage. Women's suffrage does not mean women are suffering. I know I've said this 1,500 times, it feels like, but suffrage just means the right to vote. So here in 1920, 100 years ago this year, women do get the right to vote with an amendment to the Constitution. So as I scroll through here, you either have this as a PDF on Google Classroom or an actual printed copy. So you're going to be working on a worksheet that's in your folder. You'll notice that just some of these images are from that day and that parade. In this image right here, you see the Model T type vehicle there, and then right there says the National Women's Suffrage Association, and all the women are on top. The primary colors for women's suffrage was a banner that was yellow, purple, and white. And so if these images were in color, I imagine these little flags the women are flying up here would be that purple, yellow, and white. Here we have Inez Bosvain seated on a white horse at the suffrage parade. Okay. And we're scrolling through just some more images here. You guys can open the PDF yourself and look at these as you answer the questions. Up here, the crowd surrounds and slows a Red Cross ambulance. We know that this parade actually did lead to some violence. People were really against women's suffrage and led to violence, and somewhere over 100 women were injured during this suffrage parade. Here's a side view of a woman's journal and suffrage news. And down at the bottom, you see a picture of the parade there in Washington, D.C. Now, the last image here on Protest One is the violence erupted minutes after the parade began. The crowd broke through steel cables and spilled into the street. Men, many of them drunk, spit at the marchers and grabbed their clothing, hurled insults and lighted cigarettes, snatched banners, and tried to climb floats. Police did little to keep order. So that gives you a little indication that, this movement, thousands of women show up for this parade, but there are some instances of violence. And it never ends well when people drink and climb up into floats, and police do little to help this. Okay, so there is Protest One. Answer your questions, and I'll do another little video for Protest Two.